Don't fuck up. Don't fuck yourself. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Rude Cooking School podcast. I am your host, John Hauser III, and with me hanging out at the auto bar like a fucking cool guy is...
Evan the Mayor.
Hey, man, what's up? Why are you at the auto bar this week?
Because I went to some cool punk clubs in Los Angeles, and it just got me all homesick for the punk scene in Baltimore.
Oh, cool. I thought you went and saw that really popular band that played at the auto bar on Monday.
Oh,
I forget their name. They're really popular and they sell out like really big places. And they announced the show on like last Thursday. They sold tickets on
So it was
Friday.
like a surprise
Yeah, it was like
show.
a surprise show. It sold out in less than 2 minutes. And then they had the show on Monday. And it was like a benefit show.
You have me at a loss because on Monday I had just gotten back home at 5 a.m. and was dead to the world for that whole day.
Yeah, I bet. How was it?
What, the LA area?
Mm-hmm.
It was. I saw all kinds of things I've heard about on podcasts based in LA.
Hold on. The band's name's Turnstile. Sorry, it just came to my brain.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of them?
Yes.
Yeah, they're really good. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like we were there for a wedding, so we were kind of constrained in being able to move high and far. But yeah, I mean, I saw downtown, I saw Pasadena, I saw La Cañada, I saw a horse, I saw lots of mountains and homeless people, and I don't know, and some good food too.
That's awesome.
Got some very, very good burritos. I ate like at least 5 burritos. There's a place called Lucky Boys, which apparently we heard that only the first one is any good. And that was the one we went to. And Lucky Boys, the original, is right across the street from the world's first Trader Joe's.
And you went there?
We didn't go there, no. I just looked at it and said, hey, that's it. That's the first one.
Did you get your thetan levels checked at a Scientology
place? Scientology. No, we didn't get that chance. But yeah, it was a nice wedding. I got to we also had oh gosh, I wish I could remember the place that we had dinner, but it was a tiki themed steak restaurant. And it was pretty good. And I went to a stone brewing location, had some stone brews.
Oh, like like they have all the gargoyles and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I gotcha.
Got a
was
koozie
it
from
good?
them. Yeah, it was good.
I always find their beers to be pretty like heavy. Not to make a pun. But
I made a point to be getting all of the light ones because that was the day we were going to the wedding. And, didn't want to get crunk till later. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But yeah, getting home and being 3 hours displaced is no fun at all, especially when you get home at 5 a.m. when your flight is delayed 6 hours and you have no choice but to sit at LAX and drink beers.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
So what happened? They just...
Oh, it's just Spirit Airlines, We were supposed to leave 2 p.m. LA time and got pushed back to almost 8. And we landed in Baltimore at 3:45 our time. No, yeah, about that. And then, had to get our luggage, had to get a car, blah, 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 blah. And by the time we got home, the sun was almost coming up. And I was just like, I want to die. I hate this so much.
Oh, no. Did you have to go to work on Monday?
No, thank God I took the day off. I would have anyway. But we didn't move a muscle. I don't think we got out of bed until like 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's awesome because that would suck.
Nah,
that's definitely I'm calling out bullshit.
Yeah, no, I would have been like, nope, didn't get home till 5. I'm out. Sorry.
Yeah. What was it? Oh, so yeah, I was. So you told me you were stuck there, and I think at the time I was making Mother's Day dinner.
Oh yeah,
Sunday.
I forgot about that.
And I sort of told you the story of how we almost got left at LAX because
you guys were drunk.
We were hammered, me and Leanna, because we were leaving LAX. We had gone to Coachella. This was 2003, and we were coming back, and we got there so early that we were just like, well, let's just hang out at the bar and whatever. And coming home from Afghanistan was this kid. He was young. Like, we were almost 30 at that time. He was like 21.
Sure.
Right? So we're instantly like, dude, come here. Your money's fucking no good in this joint, right? So we're all just hanging out, and then we were still smoking at the time, so we had to walk from this bar like 8 terminals over to this weird smoking section they had. We did that like 8 times and just got hammered with this kid. And he gave us this patch. The patch was really cool. I still have it. But he was, and then by the time we left, somebody had already been like, he's a, because he had his, uniform and shit on. Mm-hmm. Fucking somebody else just took up where we left off. They're like, your money's no good here, boy. Like that kid, I have no idea.
He might have missed his flight.
But we knew we had to leave when we heard, John and Leanna Harper, please come to your terminal. We're like, oh shit, what time? Oh God, we gotta go.
You're doing barrel rolls, like shoulder rolls the entire way to the terminal.
Yeah, dude. I'm like fucking O.J. Simpson in that commercial running through the fucking thing.
Except you're really drunk and you're tripping over everything.
I'm not jumping over
nothing. Get out of my
way. Hitting people's carts and shit. And we get there and we get on the plane and people start booing us. Yeah. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, motherfuckers. We were hanging out with the American hero and like went to my seat and just pretty much immediately passed out. The last thing I remember is going out and then over California, and we went right over the wildfires.
Oh, wow.
And I was just like, what the fuck? And then the doors started playing and shit like, this is the end. I'm like, oh God, it's apocalypse now. And then I passed out. And yeah, that's my LAX story. But
yeah,
I'm glad you guys had a really good time.
Yeah, thank God for the one bar. We started out at one bar that was kind of lame, and then we went to a different bar that had 22-ounce beers instead of the smaller guys. Oh. And started chatting up various people, and so that made the time go by a little better.
That's cool. Did you go to any? You said you wanted to go to a fast food place.
In-N-Out.
Did you go?
No.
Oh.
But we're going to be back in San Francisco in August, so I'm going to make it a point to try to go to there.
The ones in San Francisco are no good. San Francisco's a garbage town now.
Okay,
all right. It's all full of tech bros and shit.
Oh, okay, all right. All right, Trump.
Well, no, Trump wants the tech bros in there.
No, he hates San Francisco. It's a shithole. All the crime is taken over. That's why all the Walgreenses have closed.
Oh yeah, what was it? It's a Whole Foods. That Whole Foods closed down for 2 days.
They were like, we're closing 17 stores because of all the rampant property theft. And then in an earnings call, they were like, actually, it was only like a third of our losses were attributed slippage, as they call it, or whatever, shrinkage.
Yeah, shrinkage. There was a Whole Foods that closed down for like a week because they were worried about the violence.
Sure. Somebody
got killed downtown, and it was a tech bro that got killed, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, the homeless are out of control." And then it turned out it was another tech bro that was trying to kill him.
No,
for his money.
You're talking about the founder of Cash App. It's not just some tech bro.
Yeah, some tech bro.
Anyway,
they're all tech bros.
Yeah, it was like a personal beef, and the guy stabbed him. So everyone said, "Oh my God, crime!"
Yeah, homeless people are just stabbing people.
Well, look, I mean, when you live in a city that people aren't necessarily used to crime.
Oh no, I mean the Skid Row and fucking San Francisco is a fucking nightmare. But
San Francisco.
Yeah,
I thought is there also one in San Francisco?
Am I thinking of LA? But yeah,
LA is the one where the Hollywood, not the Hollywood Hotel, the hotel whatever, where that lady died in the water tub.
Oh yeah, where
the water supply.
Yeah, that's the creepiest thing ever.
It was very creepy. Yes.
Yeah. I had a very good week of cooking. I was at BJ's getting something a couple weeks ago, and I picked up.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I picked up a 3-pound bag of crab with a K.
Yeah.
And we took 1 pound of it and made sushi bowls.
Okay.
It was just sushi rice with some, seasoning, and then avocado, sesame seeds, the crab with a K, sriracha on one side, and then, like lines of it, and then another line of Kewpie mayo, crumpled up seaweed, that kind of thing. And it was fucking delicious. Holy shit, it was so good. And it was so much better than any, fake sushi I've ever had. It was really, really good and really, really light. But then I had 2 pounds of crab with a K left over. So
You do now, still.
no, because I said fuck it and made crab cakes with a K, and they were fucking awesome.
That sounds like something you should. So it's basically like fake, like fish cake. You need you need to publish this recipe because I think there will be so many hot takes on Baltimore social media regarding your fake crab cake.
It was awesome.
Well,
I don't even know if I took pictures. I got kind of drunk that night.
That's something I think you could totally submit to like a Baltimore Fish Bowl or the Baltimore Banner or something like that. Oh, and before I forget, that does not look bad. That looks legit. It looks real, and it's broiled on the top, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that looks pretty good.
They look and I used my normal crab cake recipe.
Right.
Added a little extra cracker meal just because they kind of don't soak up as much liquid as regular crab does.
Right.
But yeah, it was fucking legit. And then, I just made a mango salsa. So mango, red onion, cilantro, garlic, jalapeno, salt, pepper. Boom. It was fucking great. And then I just put the crab cake on the mango salsa and it was awesome.
Viola.
Yeah, we finished them 2 nights ago because I made like 6 of them because I had 3 pounds of fucking crab meat. And you saw from the picture, they were big, they're like
hunkies.
Little big.
Hunky chunkies.
Bigger than a baseball. So yeah, that was awesome.
Publish that recipe.
Yeah, I will.
Did you have to mince up the fake crab?
No, I was going to because I'd seen a bunch of recipes, but I shredded it a little bit because that stuff falls apart, if you just push it. And the shreddy part was actually more of a consistent back fin texture.
Yeah.
And then I just left some pieces big.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
Go ahead.
The 3 pounds of crab meat altogether was like
$8.
15 bucks. Yeah, it was something like $8. I think it was under 10 because it was one of those things I was like, fuck it. I mean, it's under $10. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen? Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, if people are going to eat a Beyond Burger and pay a premium, you just go to the opposite and be like, well, crab's too fucking expensive, so I'm going to go for this.
Right. Go
ahead. Sorry.
Oh no. A pound of crab meat's like on the cheap end,
$22,
$30.
Yeah.
25, 30.
Yeah. So I did make a dish this week because we were, we didn't want to like continuously order takeout or delivery. And the other night we had like a pound of ground beef and I was like, what do I do with this? I was like, we've got some snow pea. No. Yeah. What do you call them? Yeah. Snow peas. We've got some diced onion. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to make a rice bowl with the ground beef, but it's got to be like either chimichurri or Mongolian little light bulb goes off, Szechuan.
Nice.
So I made a Szechuan sauce. I have this big old sack of Szechuan, they call them peppercorns, but they're actually berries.
Yeah.
They're berries. And the recipe for the sauce calls for 1 teaspoon of these things, and you toast them up, and then you do all the things with the sauce. Cooked everything up, and then just tossed everything in the sauce. Turns out maybe it was a little too much on the peppercorn side. Hannah takes one bite of it and she's still like, wow, what is this?
Oh no.
Yeah, well, I was eating it and I'm like, ooh, this is strong. I love it. Because
all of a sudden you're like, no, everything's fine.
Yeah, because it's got that numbing effect and it has that weird aftertaste that kind of like, it's strangely appealing depending on your palate. And
do I hear her in the background?
Yeah, yes. So the lesson here is like after you're done making the sauce, pick the berries out because they're powerful little beings. They'll make your tongue feel weird.
A little goes a long way.
Yes.
And when you said that you have a bag of your own, I was sad because one of my coworkers, I gave him some tea from China that Leanna had gotten from me for one of her students, and he repaid with a bag of Szechuan peppercorns.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, there's no way I'm
No
going to
way.
get through
It's
all
a
this.
lifetime supply.
It totally is.
My thought was I'm going to use a lot of it to make broth because I just absolutely love the hot pot broth.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
Szechuan broth is so amazing. Like you dip
That was-
anything in it.
That
and
was
it's
kind of
just-
my thought.
It's very tingly. It's lovely.
And it's also like like an excuse to buy one of those hot pot pots.
Yeah.
You know, like the yin yang pots.
I want one, but I just don't. We have too many fucking kitchen gadgets.
I know.
As it is.
I know. I'm like, it won't get that much use, but damn, it's so cool.
I think you could just use an Instant Pot as a hot pot. Like just put it on saute and fill that bitch up with broth.
Oh, you could, but then you don't get the two sides.
No, you don't. No.
Yeah, which is the whole reason. Which is the yin yang pot. So nice. I had a spicy Thai soup that Leanna had made this week because I was like, I am burnt out from making all the Mother's Day stuff, which Leanna requested pork belly buns. So I made pork belly buns and a couple other things that go with it, like just some sauteed bok choy and there was something else. Oh, some miso soup that I made. And I made her breakfast burritos. It was a very full packed weekend of cooking. So Monday I was like, I'm done. So she made a Thai. You can look it up on the New York Times. It's brothy Thai curry with silken tofu and herbs. It was, and I'm not saying this as hyperbole, probably the best soup we've ever made in this house. And when I ate the leftovers, all I could think about is how it got better with every bite, every slurp of the spoon.
Slurp.
It's one of the best things I've ever eaten in my entire life.
Wow.
And it's super simple. But the recipe was on point. It was full of herbs. The silken tofu just melted. The backbone is like, a red Thai curry paste. It was awesome, dude. Like it takes a lot for me to just be like, this is the best blob, but this is seriously one of the best things I've eaten. No shit in 10 years. Like it was crazy.
Publish that recipe.
Yeah. Well, they already have. It's on the New York Times.
Fine. Then just share the link.
Okay. So I'll share that link on the thing. Share link to
share link on the thing. And remind me, I will take a photo of my recipe card for that Szechuan sauce because it is really good shit. And if you just want to substitute like freshly ground red pepper or black pepper, it makes for a very good umami bomb of a sauce.
That's what made the Thai curry so good. Like I love Thai food. Like I'm made some from scratch green curry paste and just made a whole bunch of stuff with it. But like the umami in Thai food is so fucking strong. It's so good. Okay. Well, we had a good week, huh? That's good.
Yeah, pretty good one.
Yeah. Let's get into some food news.
Food news.
Thank you, Zoom, for cutting that out every time he fucking freaks out.
It's recorded on my end, so you don't have to worry about that.
No, you guys are gonna hear it. All I hear is beep, 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 beep. Yeah. Oscar Mayer is changing the name of the Wienermobile.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude.
Is wiener not inclusive enough?
I guess wiener's too offensive. In 1936, Carl
Wiener
Mayer,
and vagina mobile.
Well, the name of it's so weird. So in 1936, Carl Mayer, the nephew of hot dog empresario Oscar Mayer, Carl Mayer, not Mayer.
Carl Mayer.
Suggested the company should promote its German-style wieners by designing and developing a vehicle that was shaped like one of those now iconic sausages. The more famous Mayer agreed, and the first 13-foot all-metal Wienermobile debuted in Chicago later that year.
At the World's Fair.
Yeah, 1936. The Wienermobile hit the streets of Chicago as a sales tool for festivals, fairs, parades, and sparking a lot of smiles. Ed Rolling, The Wienermobile senior manager of brand communications told Dieline last year, quote, "The Wienermobile is in line with the essence of Oscar Mayer. When the Wienermobile program started, it was a tough time during the Great Depression. People needed something to bring them a little joy to their lives. And that's sort of what Carl thought. This was something that could make people smile and brighten their day even through tough times. And we've been around ever since." The vehicle has gone through a number of changes, upgrades, and adaptations over the last 87 years. They've also made a wiener drone and a wiener cycle. I've never seen either one of those.
Bobby, is that a wiener flying in the air?
Yeah. Why is there a wiener drone? Then it kills them all.
Shoots them with mustard.
Yeah. This tastes funny, Dad. But one thing that's remained constant is the Wienermobile. So they announced the other day that they're changing the vehicle's name to. Would you want to take a chance at this one?
Is it pun based?
No, it's actually just find another word for wiener, I guess.
The hot dog truck. The Frankfurter Express.
You're real close with that.
But
it's dumber than what you just said.
The Wienermobile.
Nope, you were hotter last time.
With Frankfurter?
Yes. But
so it's not Frankfurter Express, it's Frankfurter Mobile.
It's shorten the word.
The Furtermobile?
No, the other way.
The Frankmobile?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a pretty terrible fucking name.
It's kind of, yeah.
So they're naming it in honor of its new recipe, all beef franks. They're deploying a fleet of 6 renamed Frankmobiles, and they're going to be piloted by Frankfurters instead of hot doggers, who were the people.
Morning, Frank.
What's that?
I said morning, Frank.
Oh, morning, Carl. So it's going to be the same thing. They're like, it just sucks. Like, when they say shit like, quote, the Wienermobile is a beloved American icon that has been they keep saying sparking smiles.
Yeah.
And driving craveability for our
I hate that word.
Yeah, our iconic delicious wieners for nearly 100 years. Who's the associate brand manager, said in the statement, "This summer, it's time to highlight another fan favorite, our delicious 100% beef franks." So, and then, in 6 months, they're going to be like, "We heard everyone's outcries, so we decided to bring back the Wienermobile." And it'd be like a Super Bowl commercial, Frankmobile.
Do they have a wiener jet? Because they really should.
They really should. They don't though. Yeah.
Wiener Air.
I mean,
Air
honestly,
Wiener 1.
I've always thought it should just be called the Wiener Wagon, right?
Wiener Wagon, yeah. Anything with alliteration.
Wagon.
People love it.
Yeah. Alliteration's the best.
Frankmobile.
Frankmobile.
That's like the asshole you knew in high school whose name was Frank, and he had this like stupid like a cobra that he tricked out and restored slightly but badly.
Right.
And he's like, "Check out the Frankmobile over here. I'm gonna get some pussy.
Hey ladies, want to take a ride in the Frankmobile?" And he's just pointing to himself and shit. Yeah. Fucking assholes.
He also has a tank. It's the Frank tank.
It's so uncreative.
Oh, but Oscar Mayer should get a tank and call it the Frank tank. That would probably get some photo ops.
Yeah, and it just shoots fucking rubber hot dogs out of it.
Shoots hot dogs from the cannon.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It's not called a cannon, is it? The turret.
Yeah, the
shooty McGogo.
The glitzy blaster.
Somebody should make a semi or fully automatic glitzy blaster.
Yeah, it's fucking
just shoot
them out at a fucking baseball games and shit.
Yeah.
Sweet. The Italian government is holding meetings over a very big crisis. Would you like to know what this crisis is? Would you like to take a guess at what surging prices of this one thing that they're holding governmental meetings over.
In Italy.
Yes.
Olive oil.
You're on the right track, kind of. What's the other big thing in Italy?
Mozzarella.
It's pasta.
Pasta. Oh, right. Yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah.
Well, no, wait. That was like before. Then in the times we don't speak of, there was like a specific kind of pasta shortage.
Oh, when we talked about that, it was the what do you call it? The bucatini.
Yes, that's right.
Bucatini was.
Yeah, they were like doing like news stories on the bucatini shortage.
Yeah.
Of COVID.
It was a big deal to me because bucatini is one of the only pastas I eat.
Either way.
So Italians eat an average of 51 pounds of pasta a year, which that's a lot of pasta. So as the country's pasta prices have continued to climb, government officials have decided to take action. According to Reuters, Adolfo Urso, Italy's Minister of Economic Development, has requested a crisis meeting to discuss this situation.
You know what they need is a country as a government-run pasta horde.
Pasta czar,
just like Canada.
Yeah. But you hate the Canadian maple syrup czar.
Yeah, I do. But what's your point? I think it's funny.
It's bad enough that fucking Italy's 75% mafia now anyway. So
right. Yeah, might as well, add pasta to the mix.
You dare come to me on the day of my wife's wedding, my daughter's wedding.
You see that
me for
instead of the bread lines from the Depression, it's the pasta lines, and they're holding out their their kettles, and they're like,
are we on the verge of a great pasta famine? Fucking Ireland went through the potato famine and shit.
Instead of tumbleweeds, it's like a macaroni weed going around.
Oh no. It's just poor tomato plants that dried up because nobody wanted to pick the tomatoes anymore.
Right.
There's nothing to go with it.
We wouldn't pay our immigrant labor enough, and we all suffered dearly.
Urso said that the cost of spaghetti and other styles of pasta were up 17.5%.
Oh no, 17.5%.
Compared to the prices of the staples last spring. And that's despite a decrease in the price of durum. That's crazy. This will be among the topics that they're going to talk about, or looks like they've already talked about. Our intention to reevaluate the National Experimental Commission for durum wheat as soon as possible, not excluding blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so...
I have a question. Don't these fucking people make their own pasta?
No, dude.
They should.
A lot of people in Italy don't make their own pasta.
I thought they all do.
And honestly, there's a lot of dry pastas that are only supposed to go with certain sauces.
Sure. They're not walking around with pocket pasta makers.
No, that's hard. Pasta makers are a fucking joke.
One of my favorite gadgets that we talked about last week.
Unless you got one on your what do you call it? Your KitchenAid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had a pasta maker and I made pasta with it maybe 10 times, and it was the worst every time. And then I got the pasta maker for my KitchenAid, and it was like a whole new world. It was amazing.
Making pasta is hard.
Yeah, and it's just me cranking that fucking thing and screaming at it while I'm holding 4 feet of pasta on my other arm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sucked. It had to be a 2-person thing where I would hold the pasta and Leanna would crank it. She'd crank it. So it's called Coldiretti. Italy's National Farmers Association confirmed that the price of durum wheat, which is used to make pasta, has dropped 30% since this time last year, but the price of pasta has doubled compared to predicted price increases due to inflation. So,
because usually people will be like, "Oh, it's the Ukraine. That's driving all the prices."
Oh, yeah. It's, the shipping crisis.
And all that wheat that's coming from Ukraine.
Yeah. It sucks because it's happening over here. People are just gouging people at this point because they know they can, and just go, "Oh, well, COVID and shipping crisis," and like none of that stuff's around anymore. COVID is still around, but like the shipping crisis is fine. People are back to work. Things are getting done, but companies are still gouging because they're trying to, get money.
Including Netflix, am I right?
Yeah, Netflix.
Solidarity.
Fucking
with the writers.
Yeah, I'm not eating pasta because of the writers' stuff.
Me neither.
On top of those higher prices, Italy has also endured an energy crisis, which prompted a Nobel winner to suggest that Italians should turn off the heat source while cooking their pasta. After bringing the water to a boil, just throw the pasta in and wait for 2 minutes.
Let it soak, sous vide it.
Yeah. Then you can turn off the gas. It would cook. It would work. So this guy calculated that this one change could save each pasta cooking person around $6 in energy costs each year, which adds up to an annual country saving of $47.6 million.
Okay.
Pretty weird. So like they're going through it and it sucks. They just want a comforting bowl of pasta, but it's expensive.
God, I feel so bad for those pasta eating fucks.
Oh, well, that's a lot to say about the wonderful people of Italy.
Italians killed my parents, John.
Oh, well, fuck them.
I'm also engaged to one, so whatever.
Oh, well. The thing is, though, is like, we've gone through it with eggs and other things are spiking. Like, weird things are spiking all over the place.
Pain in the ass. $6 eggs that aren't good eggs.
Yeah, like nuts. So, we'll see. Hopefully they'll get it, taken care of because what's Italy without pasta, right?
Taking care of pasta.
It's just grease. So, Burger King celebrates Spider-Man with red Whoppers.
I heard this is not a true thing, really.
No? Somebody
got hornswoggled out of a red Whopper.
Oh, really?
Locally.
Somebody did what?
They didn't. So they wanted to get the Spider-Man Whopper, and then the place was like, sorry, we don't have those. But they had signs up for the Spider-Man Whopper. Tell me about the Spider-Man Whopper, because I don't know anything about it.
Okay, give me 1 second, because my photo
is this like in Japan where they have the squid ink bun, and except that it's
the only reason that I was like,
it's crushed up bug, the red dye that they got from the bugs.
Yeah. So here's what it looks like.
I wonder what color it makes your poops.
That's the only reason I wanted to talk about it.
Oh.
So it's a regular Whopper. It's got a red bun, right? Sesame seeds are black.
Sesame seeds.
Which is a nice touch.
It does look good.
I'm super excited about Spider-Man Across the Universe Part 2.
Spider-Verse, sir.
What'd I say?
You said universe.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of the Beatles song. Starting this month, you'll be able to order a red and black bunned Spider-Man Spider-Verse Whopper that appropriate to the plot of the Miles Morales focused franchise. Almost looks like it comes from another dimension. Boo on your writing. They're doing the regular Whopper kind of. So it's swaps out the traditional bun for a red bun. This one's going to have black sesame seeds, along with replacing the usual American cheese with Swiss. Yeah, that's a good way to ruin a burger. The only way Swiss should ever be on a burger is with mushrooms.
Yeah, right.
But of course, as BK points out, you can customize your Whopper because have it your way. Because BK, have it your way. God, that song's stuck in my head all the time.
Why is Swiss? Why? What is the why?
I don't know. I guess because let me see. I'm going to take a look at that burger again. You can barely see it. I don't know.
I bet you can barely taste it either because it's like one of them sweaty, floppy ass pieces of Swiss that isn't real.
I guess they just wanted another difference that they can't change out.
It's such a dumb difference. It like doesn't really make any sense.
No. So previous Whoppers have been the black Halloween Whopper.
Yeah.
They've done a white ghost Whopper and an orange ghost pepper Whopper.
Yep.
And a green nightmare Whopper.
Right.
But all of them gave people weird poops.
Yes.
So
it's because of the coloring that they use. Like,
right.
I remember the black one makes your poop green.
Right. The green one made people poop black.
Right. I think red just goes with red.
Well, the red one, I'm assuming you will be pooping like you ate beets.
Right. Something to that effect. But it's weird to me that because the black one's really just purple, but for whatever reason, it turns it green. Because
exactly.
If you've ever had like a purple Slurpee or like, Fanta, I don't understand it.
I wonder what the orange one did. I mean, it had ghost pepper stuff in it, so people were probably not happy with it anyway.
I doubt it.
It was the Green Nightmare Whopper. I think we talked about this one. It was supposed to give you bad dreams. Do you remember that one we talked about?
Was it full of melatonin?
No, but it was supposed to give you bad dreams. Does melatonin give you bad dreams?
Very vivid dreams is the common side effect.
Oh, what real? Am I full of fucking
You're just
melatonin? Huh?
I don't know. I
have very vivid I'm like
okay.
I'm a lucid dreamer. Like I can control my dreams, which is really weird. I had a dream that was so weird and upsetting that I woke myself up from it, calmed myself down a little bit, figured out what I was going to do differently, went back to sleep, restarted the dream, and fixed it.
That's weird.
I told Leanne, and she was like, I don't even know what to say to that. That's so fucked up. And I was like, I've been doing it since I was a kid. I don't know what to tell you. I've been trying to teach Crosby. It's out now. It came out on the 15th, and it's there until June 31st. I'm sure, the first week, so many people buy them all out. Or as what happens with a lot of these, some assholes probably the manager's like, hey, look, just tell everybody we're sold out, and then we'll sell this shit on fucking Facebook, and then we'll all split the money. So
eBay this Whopper.
Yeah, fucking let's make money on Facebook. There's so much weird food shit on Facebook. We got to do an episode about it.
Hannah shared a screenshot. Somebody was selling, quote, dried organic mushrooms for $200.
Oh, yeah.
On Facebook Marketplace.
I've been seeing that a lot, and I've been seeing a lot of what's it called? Hash.
Really?
A lot of hash things. Yeah, super weird.
It's very strange.
Or did you see the thing I posted to the Rude page the other day where some guy just had a giant Rite Aid bag full of condiments, and he's like, free to a good home. It's
that was just like, we just cleaned out all the drawers in our kitchen, and here you go.
Yeah, it's really weird and gross. You know what I've done before though? Where you just get all the ketchups and all the soy sauces, and you're just like, okay, I gotta get rid of this shit. If you just combine all that shit in a pan, it just makes barbecue sauce.
Right.
It does. Because you're bound to have a lot of ketchup, right? You got some mustard. You have soy sauce. There's got to be hot sauce in there.
That Chinese mustard.
Yeah, the Chinese mustard. And then, you got some red pepper flakes. Boom.
And the Parmesan.
And maybe some honey. And Parmesan.
Right.
Yeah. It makes a very serviceable drunk barbecue sauce. I have done it.
Drunken barbecue sauce.
I did it as a joke one time 5 or 6 years ago, and was like, this isn't that bad. Okay. Feel good. Reuse, right?
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
Japan. They have
yes.
They think that they have perfected the beer to foam ratio that comes out of a can.
Okay.
Quote, beer heads of foam are considered essential for having beer taste better, at least in Japan, this company wrote. The company is called... Oh, I think I might have deleted the first paragraph of this story.
You dimmy.
That's okay, because I got to back up, motherfucker. Nendo, a Japanese company, a Japanese design company, has taken on a wide range of projects. From creating a 24-foot tall minimalist Christmas tree for a Tokyo neighborhood to updating the styles and graphics of Pokemon trading cards and developing a new game ball for the International Handball Federation. That's a lot of really weird, varied.
It's a wide range of things.
They now think they've taken on a near universal challenge, determining how to pour the perfect glass of beer. Beer heads of foam are considered essential for having beer taste better, at least in Japan, the company wrote. It is because the layer of foam with adequate thickness acts as a lid to prevent beer from coming into contact with the air, and it keeps it from releasing aroma, flavor, and carbonation. I don't think that. I think the carbonation pops and it just creates more carbonation, and after a while, it's just going to go flat. Like, okay, sure. After conducting their own research, the boffins at Nendo determined that one of the most crucial components of a good pour was the can itself, especially the pull tab. The company also realized that there were two things to consider when they were working on this design. The first involved the drop in air pressure inside the can when it was opened, and the next accounted for the bubbles that were created when the liquid came in contact with the top of the can. Based on those observations, they designed a new style of can that had not one, but two pull tabs.
Holy shit.
Positioned on opposite sides of a single opening of the lid. I'm going to show you this. And like, no shit, when I saw it, I was just like, immediately like, I want that. And it's really cool looking, right? So the pull tabs have 1 and 2.
They're numbered.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet. Like, so after conducting their own, we already talked about that. At first glance, the tabs look like they're placed at a 45-degree angle from the lid, but they're actually staggered with slightly differentially. When the first tab is pulled, the lid is only partially open to create a bubbly foam. Oh, so that lets the immediate gas out. Then this
is over engineering.
Yeah, after the second,
way over engineering.
Yeah, which is then poured into the glass. After the glass is half full and the foam is settled a bit, the second tab is pulled to open the can the rest of the way up, and the remaining liquid is then poured into the glass. Pretty smart, guys. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. We'll see. I'm sure people are gonna start doing TikToks about it as the way they done everything, and it just makes everything worse. I don't know. They don't say when it's gonna come out. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's kind of the end of the story.
I can't wait till it hits America.
Yeah. Somebody's going to do it just as a gimmick. Speaking of TikTok being awful, have you heard of the great Israeli fruit roll-up shortage?
I heard something about fruit roll-ups. It was on TikTok. It was on TikTok.
Okay, so, but TikTok starts this. So what I heard this week was there was a couple who was trying to sneak 350 pounds of fruit roll-ups into Israel, and they got caught. And that was the story I heard on the radio. And then I read that story, but all they said was that. And I was like, and the story literally ended with, we don't know what happened to them, but good luck. And I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on here? Like, why are they smuggling fruit roll-ups into Israel? And on the radio, they were saying there was this like weird candy tax and all this shit. So I looked into it, and there was an article on the New York Times. So this is what happened, right? So, because of a recipe that was spread widely on social media platforms, fruit roll-ups, the American-made fruit leather snack that has been passed out to children at baseball games and slumber parties since the 1980s. Where do you stand on fruit roll-ups, by the way?
I'm all right with them.
Yeah, they're kind of like jerky for fruit, though. I'm surprised you not like...
It's fruit jerky. They certainly hit their pinnacle / oversaturation in the mid-90s when it was like, hey, we made a fruit roll-up that makes a mark, like a character appears in your mouth.
Oh,
or like color-changing fruit roll-up. A fruit roll-up with a tattoo on it.
Yeah, I always just unpeeled my whole fruit roll-up and then rolled it up like
into a ball.
Joint. Yeah, into a ball so it would have some substance so I didn't feel like I was eating fruit-flavored air.
Yeah.
But they're delicious. So
can't say enough good things.
Fruit roll-ups have become an obsession in Israel, where a shortage means smuggling in the snacks can be highly profitable. But the Israeli government is cracking down. The Israeli tax authority exposed a scheme in a statement on social media last
this
week.
idea of them using the Mossad to like, my friend, let me check your trunk.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
Why did your breath smell like strawberry? So they said that inspectors and an undercover unit at Ben Gurion Airport had caught several people, including Americans, trying to bring excessive amounts of snacks into the country. The
Excessive
agency
amounts of snacks.
has confiscated hundreds of pounds of fruit roll-ups, it said. 661 pounds in 1 week alone. Given that one fruit roll-up weighs 1/2 of an ounce, that makes for tens of thousands of individual packets. The reason for it all is this. People want their ice cream to crunch.
That is weird.
Yes. So the trend began earlier this year when Golnar Gavami, an influencer who goes by the name at Goalie's Dream on TikTok, posted a video of herself wrapping a scoop of mango ice cream in a fruit roll-up, thinking she was just sharing her guilty pleasure. She showed that the fruit roll-up froze instantly around the ice cream and made a hands-friendly dessert that offers a surprisingly and satisfying crunch. Miss Gavami's original video has now over 14 million views. And TikTok has been flooded with videos of people trying it out because TikTok is Lemmingville. God, food, we got to do a TikTok food thing because it's bananas how many assholes start with, I tried that viral pasta recipe. And it's like,
well, I feel like every third food news thing that we talk about is TikTok.
Yeah, it kind of is. Like TikTok's kind of running the food game right now. It's pretty weird. I've watched a ton of this stuff and it's all just the worst kind of people going, I tried that viral ice cream. You know, like as soon as they say that, I just turn it off.
Here's my reaction video to me trying the thing.
Yeah, the viral Slim Jim tree.
Oh, have you seen the dragon fruit one?
No, I haven't.
Where it's people saying that if you eat like a whole half of a dragon fruit, or I don't remember how much of a dragon fruit, that you shit like crazy.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
Whatever. But it's dumb. It's one of the stupidest things because it's the same video 87,000 times in a row. It's like, I heard all this. Well, TikTok, I'm doing a duet with right now that if you eat half a dragon fruit, you get the best shit in your life, and I'll do you a real good cleaning. And then it's just like a half beat of them on the toilet going, oh no, and that's it.
Oh God, dragon fruit. Is there a more disappointing fruit in the whole world? It's got the greatest name ever, and it tastes fucking bland as shit. Oh. It looks rad as fuck too.
Maybe I'm thinking of the one. What
are you?
Is it dragon fruit? It's dragon fruit. Okay.
So including some from the official, so people have been trying out, including some of the official fruit roll-up accounts, whose social media managers appear to be basking in the overnight success. But the frenzy in Israel left stores across Tel Aviv completely sold out of fruit roll-ups, according to local newspapers. When they could get their hands on them, merchants around the country started selling individually wrapped fruit roll-ups. Lucy's of fruit roll-ups, which are typically sold in boxes containing several of them for up to $8 a roll-up.
It's fine. Whatever.
The tax authority said even though a box of 10 fruit roll-ups in the United States averages for about $3.
Yep.
So the market shortage caught up the attention of enterprising minds in America.
I guess Israelis don't like free market capitalism.
But would you be allowed to do that? Would Walmart be allowed to do that?
Like individual?
Yeah. Crack open a case and sell them for $8 a piece?
No, I think because on the box it says not for individual resale.
I'm sure
or
it says
bullshit.
It on those too.
So like, honestly, I couldn't give a fuck. Like if somebody wants to stand on the corner with a bunch of busted open, fruit roll-up boxes and they're trying to sell them for $1 a piece, fine. I don't care.
Oh, it's like that kid that would always come to class and he'd be like,
that was me.
Oh, was that you fucker? Like,
yeah,
I bought a case of fucking Reese's cups.
No, for me, it was tearjerker gumballs.
Nice.
And atomic warheads. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I'm not one of I don't understand like why the government is so down on just some person trying to, I don't know, make a quick buck.
When you're taking advantage of people.
I mean,
$8 for a fucking fruit roll up.
But it's not like they're selling Band-Aids or necessary items for
right,
$8.
But it's a fruit roll up. It should be 30 cents, not $8.
I mean, same goes for like a loose cigarette. Like, it doesn't bother me if somebody wants to sell loose cigarettes.
Not at all.
But we have this thing called the ATF that says it's bad, and I'm like, all right, whatever.
In late April, the agency said an American couple were caught carrying a suitcase filled with more than 185 pounds of fruit roll-ups as part of a haul of nearly 375 pounds. So they had they had a carrying case,
ma'am,
and then another case.
Please let us see what is inside your suitcase.
It's crazy. The video, the pictures I saw are nuts.
And the person tries to run away and they trip and like their suitcase explodes and just fruit roll-ups are flying all over, and all the people on the street are like, fruit roll-ups, and they all start like piling onto the fruit roll-ups to get their hands on them.
The reason they get caught is a drunken me's trying to catch a fucking plane. I trip over their suitcase and shit.
And all the fruit roll-ups go all over the tarmac.
Yeah. Like, I could have gotten away with it if it wasn't for that drunken asshole and his wife. Yeah, so it's just going bananas, and that's the story. Like, that's it. There's still warning. They took a stand and issued a warning against fruit roll-ups. Like, the agency in a statement on Twitter called the frenzy and the smuggling attempts madness. The confection the ministry warned might be photogenic and trendy, but it's also unhealthy and full of sugar and oils.
Oh God!
They offered an alternative, which was cucumber rolls.
Sure.
Yeah. So, okay.
Shut up, nerds.
Yeah. There was other couples. They were called 70 pounds, 73 pounds, 143 pounds. Like, eesh, not good. Last story. And this sounds like the sexiest premise for like a porno ever.
Okay.
Dutch nuns are desperate to sell their surplus wine.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
They'll do anything to sell their wine.
Come and taste it. For almost a decade, the nuns at what's that word? Catharinodol. It's probably Catharinodol in the southern Dutch city of Oosterhout have tended their own vineyards, growing and harvesting grapes that eventually turn into wine. Every year, they sell their wines, which include both a blended white and a rosé, and use the profits to help them maintain their 376-year-old convent. Last year was a bit of a dud harvest-wise, leaving the nuns with a slender inventory of only 9,000 bottles.
Oh, no.
This year, though, they have the opposite problem. After an excellent growing season, they're sitting on a surplus of more than 60,000 bottles, and they're asking the internet to help them shift it. Quote, "The sun has done its best," Sister Maria Magdalena told Dutch news outlet Omroep Brabant. We can fill about 64,000 bottles of wine.
All they need to do is start a nun-based wine cooperative run by the government.
The Dutch
nun wine cartel.
Yes. The Dutch Catholic nun wine cartel.
You've heard of bum wine.
Now nun wine. What's red and white and what's black and white and red all over? One of our nuns that spilled some of our wine.
Oopsie.
By the way, Sister Maria Magdalena sounds like the most fucking nunny nun ever.
That's a very nun name.
Yeah, might as well just be fucking my name's Mary.
I think we literally had a Sister Mary Catherine when I was in Catholic elementary school.
Yeah, we had it was Sister Catherine. It might have been Catherine Mary. Yeah, Catherine Marie or something. The sisters have since partnered with the Breda Macht Mij Blige. I fucked that all up, but I'm sorry. Those Danish or Dutch, like
whatever they are.
Yeah, the words are fuck crazy. A local farming organization to sell their wines online and on site at their cellar. The wines are being sold for €14.50, which is about $16 each, and a box of 6 bottles goes for about $96. So far, they've managed to unload around 5,000 bottles. Hey, look it up. Get some of this nun wine. Seems
You know what I'm
pretty good.
thinking? Road
Hell
trip.
yeah. What do you want to do for this wine?
Pray for you.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, make sure your soul doesn't go to hell. Okay. Thanks, sister. It's not what I really meant.
Sister, your shoulders look so tight from carrying all those wine boxes.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Let me take this from you before it becomes a real bad habit. So yeah, they're saying like Dutch wine's amazing. Come get some. So they have a Pinot Blanc and a Pinot Gris. It's got notes of citrus and green apple and white peach. So it sounds awesome. Like it would be fun to just get a bottle and like help them out. And
Yeah, let's go online and order some nun wine.
yeah, $16 for a bottle and then $45 to ship it over.
$48 million in freight.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be here next month.
Yeah. So there it is. There's your food news for the week, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice little slew of stories.
Yeah, thanks, man. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to our podcast. You can find us anywhere, clearly, that you found us to listen to, but tell your friends and family where to look wherever they get their podcasts at. We are there. Word of mouth is big to us. Please tell everybody you know. I have seen a big uptick lately, and I appreciate all of your help. Also, join our Facebook group. It's very fun. We have a blast. Come and join in. Evan, I saw today what your latest episode is about, but tell the people what your podcast this week is about.
Yeah, go to ctb.show, the aforementioned interview with the guy running the 24-hour Edgar Allan Poe readathon. If you do not live in the state of Maryland or the state of Baltimore, it's a state of mind, you can find links to where that will be live streamed on YouTube and ways to support the National Edgar Allan Poe Theater,
Nice.
based out of Baltimore. Yep.
Very cool.
Good times. Yeah.
So go to the ctb.show, right?
Mm-hmm. That's the web address.
Check it out. It's a fun time. And that's it for this week. We'll be back next week. And you guys have a really great week, and we'll talk to you later. My name is John Hauser III. Don't yuck my yum.
And don't use fruit roll-ups for anything other than just eating them with, don't use them as sex toys.
Underwear is fine, though.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, so gross. See you later, everybody.
Bye.